Good afternoon and welcome to another vlog from our USA theme park road trip, where today we're here at Knoebels Amusement Resort. And you know what? I'm really excited for a certain ride here. To be honest, this is the ride what's brought me to this park and I can't wait for it. It's the flying turns. I'm going to talk more about it when we get over there and get inside the park. Yeah, the park actually dates back to 1926. It's a family-owned park. It's owned by the Knoebels family. You know me, I do love my family-owned parks and where it's not too corporate. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. 6 different roller coasters here on offer. 3 of those are wooden coasters. One of those being flying turns. That's just a little bit special. And yeah, a few of the different rides as well. Lots of older attractions here, things that have been relocated from other parks. And this park is all about preserving history. So yeah, I'm looking forward to discovering more about that throughout the day. Here's the lifeguard over here.
Lifeguard?
At your service.
Thanks for that.
There we go.
I'm the milkman, not the lifeguard. I mean, yeah, I know that.
He's nearly as bad as me yesterday when I was wearing the Kennywood yellow.
Kennywood and the
Which
yellow
way is
shorts.
Kennywood? I don't know actually. And then the yellow shorts. I look like I work for the park. But yeah, of course, I know quite a bit about this park, mainly because of the one ride that has got a massive lot of history to it, even though it only really dates back to 2013. There's a lot to talk about with that. But yeah, in terms of the park, it's an amusement park where it's free admission, it's free parking, there's free entertainment, and you pay per ride, or you can get a wristband as well. However, I do believe at this park, from what people have told me, you can only actually get wristbands at certain times. I think in holidays and on a weekend, there's no such thing as a wristband and you have to pay per ride. I've been told that from people who've visited before. So yeah, it's a weekday today. I'm hoping we can get a wristband. Of course, if not, I'm going to be riding as much as I can anyway. So,
although we believe that schools around the area broke up yesterday, but whether that considers as a holiday or not, maybe they're going to wait for the weekend. Today is a really strange day to know.
We don't really know. But in terms of a lot of the parks that we've done on this trip, they've been very corporate. Whereas here, it's like we've just parked up on a grass car park. It's all gravel entrance here, proper old school park. In terms of the hours, it's open from 11 AM until 10 PM. We've got here now, what is it, about 2 o'clock?
It's 5 minutes to 2.
5 minutes to 2, that was our aim of getting here in the afternoon. We knew it wouldn't be a full 11 in the morning till 10 at night park. I think this is somewhere that'll probably come alive maybe 5, 6 o'clock. But I also wanted to make sure that we didn't underestimate it either. I'd rather get somewhere early, make sure we get everything in and leave early than not have enough time. So yeah, welcome to Knoebels. Don't really know what to expect from the park layout or anything like that. It's the one ride here that really fascinates me, and I'm looking forward to learning more about the other attractions at the park throughout the day. Welcome to Knoebels. Let's go and find the entrance, and yeah, let's get some tickets or wristbands sorted out.
That's if it has one.
Hopefully. Right then, so we're inside the park and we've got our wristbands, so they are on sale today. $50 for a wristband on the gate. So I don't think that's too bad really, considering you can ride all day with that. The only thing that's not included is the swimming pool and the Haunted Mansion. They're both extra on top of the wristband. But yeah, in terms of the pay per ride price here, it's actually really cheap. So you've got to work out your best options really. If you just want to come here and do the coasters once, then I wouldn't get a wristband. I'd probably say paying per ride is your best option. If you're going to do all the coasters a few times, try out the different flat rides and things, then I'd say your wristband's the best option. But you know, you just got to work out your options really with it. But yeah, $50 is what it's cost us actually inside the park today. In terms of where you get the wristbands, it's not right over by the entrance. To be honest, this park really doesn't have a massive grand entrance. It's just a lot of different paths that lead off the car park into the park. It's a proper old school amusement park, kind of how Blackpool Pleasure Beach used to be before they gated it off and made it going through the one entrance. Yeah, so I really do like the atmosphere here so far. We're all sorted out with the wristband, and here we go. Flying turns is what we're going to go on first. This ride I know so much about. I follow the construction. I don't know if you know much, Alex, about this ride in particular.
I've gathered it's a wooden bobsleigh coaster.
It is. It's the only wooden bobsleigh coaster in the world. And it took this park a long time to get this right. Yeah, it's based off older models. There used to be these rides, but there was none out there, and then this park decided we're going to build one. They actually started construction on Flying Turns in 2006, and it didn't actually open until I think it was October 2013. A long construction phase, like 7 years, and they made loads of different modifications. They had to rebuild the station, reprofile parts of the track, different trains. They had to do all sorts to get this thing operating. So I'm just so grateful to be here today, touching the track here and thinking this is it. We're going to be riding on the only one of these in the world. To be honest, if it wasn't for this coaster, we probably wouldn't be standing here today. We'd have gone to maybe Kentucky Kingdom or tried some of the other parks that we could have done on this trip that we missed out. This for me is a very special ride to come and try out, and I'm really glad that we're here at Knoebels to come and give it a ride. So we've got our wristbands.
30-minute wait.
30-minute wait, so a bit of a queue, but to be expected because I don't think it's going to have a really high throughput or anything like that. It feels old from the look of it. However, 2013, it's not old.
Style, but it's very,
yeah,
very
like you look at this and think, oh, it's 80 years old or something. You know, it's old in how it looks, and I'm sure how it's going to ride, it's going to feel old. But really, it's a new coaster.
It's a custom coaster.
Very, very weird.
Very special.
So yeah, let's go and enter the queue line and go give this one a ride. Flying turns. Yeah, loving this in the queue line here. A bit of history on this type of wooden bobsleigh from out there around the world. It is great, isn't it, how they've completely built this up. I mean, it is phenomenal, it really is.
Looks impressive. It's running quite slow though, not many trains running round. But
yeah, it's,
speaking of which, here comes
what
one
one's just going round. Wow, look at this. I just don't really know how it's going to ride. I don't know how it's going to feel. Is it going to be quite smooth? Is it going to be rough? I'm really not too sure. They had loads of issues with the trains as well. I mean, this whole ride has been plagued with issues. It's been built by the park themselves.
Now,
so
if you'd ridden this ride on the first day of the trip, you'd have extra protection on this coaster. Because I've been walking around on over 300,000 steps, I'm afraid this is going down now, so you're going to have less things to relax on, less things to feel comfortable on. And we're sat together on the bobsleigh. So sorry.
Here we go. I mean, I'm loving all the different signage and stuff here. There we are. Weights will not be displayed. Oh, there we go. You have to be weighed before we ride. Wow, that's rare for a coaster, isn't it? I've had that with water rides before, but wow, look at this. So yeah, it's not too bad of a queue really. It's sort of straight down up to the station. Obviously, is it running what? Maybe one or two trains? Yeah, two trains maybe. Here we go. Right then, off we go on flying turns. This is really, really weird to actually be on this. There's Alex in front. Blimey, I wanted to ride this thing ever since I heard they were going to be building one. And it turns out, ride so far, it feels like it's such an old coaster when it's really not. And here we go. Oh. Making our way around this first little drop before we got the main lift hill. Hey. Wow, very, very smooth. So the reason it took so long was due to the trains. It was overspeeding, then they tried other things, it was going too slow, and then they finally managed to get it right so they get this thing operating. So I'm not expecting a really fast, intense ride, more just a unique ride, and fair play to the park for building this. Here we go. Oh, hey. Whoa, wow. Wow, that was certainly very, very different. I tell you what, it rides very, very smooth on there. Of course, as you probably noticed already, we can film on the rides here today. I did hear that you could, but I've just been given a camera card, which means I just show that on the rides with permission to film. There you go, that was wonderful. Wow. What a classic. It might not be the tallest, it might not be the fastest, but that ride is something that's really special to me, and it's a very special coaster to go on. And riding that, I mean, it brought me to tears, to be honest, going up the lift hill. And that probably sounds ridiculous to a lot of people, but when you're so passionate about this industry, and especially older rides, the fact that this park have gone out there and built that from the ground up, spent millions of pounds on that, well, millions of dollars on that to put it together. I think about it and what the work that's gone into it and thought, I'd have given up. Like, if it had built that ride and then it had not gone round and tried different trains and reprofiling the track and kept going, I just would have given up. Whereas with them, they've kept going and going for 7 years to get that thing going. And I must say, it rides really well. It's very, very smooth for something that was built in-house, not by a major manufacturer. Very, very smooth. And just looking at it going round, like, amazing. It's actually running 3 trains. The throughput on it, I don't think is as bad as I was expecting. I thought it might be really slow mover, but we waited about 20 minutes or so, and I really enjoyed it. Like I say, in terms of the speed and stuff, it's not about stats. It's about the nostalgia and the fact that it does feel like it's 70 years old when it's not.
You said it's not the tallest, it's not the fastest, it's not the steepest, but it's the only.
It's unique, the only one. I mean, no one else in the world can go and ride on that. You've got to come here to this park
and knowing
to do it.
And knowing that it took 7 years for the park to perfect that is incredible, because you think no other park in the world that I can think of would be able to dedicate this much time and effort to what this park has put into this coaster.
Yeah.
And speaking to a member of the staff team on ride, who's actually been on the project since day one, was really, really special. She was saying that this has been a baby since day one, and you know, to hear people talk about the coaster and even just remember the name of the coaster, she said, is one of the biggest things for her.
Yeah.
It's just special, and it's nice that the park celebrate. And quite honestly, I think they deserve to celebrate a ride like that. Sensational.
I think it's brilliant, and don't go on there expecting a massive thrill ride. You're going on there to sort of relive the past, so to speak, with that. And the fact that, like, honestly, 7 years of construction, that is ridiculous in a good way. Fair play to the park. They deserve a big round of applause and a lot of support for that, for keeping classic rides going. But of course, that isn't the. We've actually got some real classic rides in this park. They actually relocated a full wooden coaster from another park to here. So more about that when we get over there. I mean, who relocates a full wooden coaster like?
This is insane.
This
park
crazy.
is really, really nice, really, really pretty. In fact, you can just walk in, walk around, take in the atmosphere, don't have to actually ride anything. It's even more special,
Yeah.
I think. But I noticed something really cool where we're stood right now, Sean. We're in the Christmas, right outside the Christmas shop right
Christmas
now.
shop.
The Christmas shop opposite Flying Turn. Come on, look at this.
Here we go.
This sign here says North Pole on it. And it's actually, put your hands on it,
It's ice.
and you can rub it on yourself to keep yourself cool.
Oh wow, that is
Keep yourself cool throughout the day.
what a cool little idea.
A nice pipe.
I mean, it's little things like that. You can tell here it's not really about the money, it's about the experience, and they want to keep it authentic. And
Rub your hand down.
have you ever been into a theme park where you can, you know, touch the North Pole and it's actually ice?
Oh, that's heaven, that is.
It's nice, that. Oh, it's lovely. And here's the little Christmas shop, the Christmas cottage. Little soldiers out the front.
Christmas as well, it says.
Oh my God, that is crazy. But yeah, we've got 5 more coasters to ride. So yeah, let's carry on exploring the park. But honestly, amazing to get to ride that. Definitely have some more goes on it. And it was great that I've been able to film on ride here as well with that filming card. It means we can get some more POVs, which is nice because I've missed filming on ride a lot during this trip. Oh, there's such a wonderful atmosphere around this area with the organ just over there. People just sitting on the benches here, chilling out. And up next, we're going on the Phoenix. This has got a lot of history, this ride. I've got a lot to remember here. So, it was originally built in 1948, and it was located at Playland Park in San Antonio, Texas. It then closed in 1980, and then this park, Knoebels, bought it from there. It was transported in like loads of trucks to this park, where it opened in 1985, where it's been operating since.
Right. Now Brett and Jonty aren't here. Where are you getting this information
There you
from?
go. I mean, RCDP is great.
It is brilliant.
Yeah.
So good.
But here we go. Yeah, honestly, this ride, like the fact they picked up a wooden coaster and moved it here. Of course, they had to replace some little sections and things. As you do with wooden coasters, you have to do the upkeep. But look at this. It actually won the Golden Ticket Award for Best Wooden Coaster. I've heard that we're going to get some ridiculous airtime on here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to a bit of air, see what we get. Look at this. Oh, here we go, loads of different coasters. And it's nice looking at some of these names on here now, thinking that
We've done
quite a lot of these now, which is good. Need to go back and get Ghost Rider, Philston Roden, Europa Park, Wildfire, Culmarden, Jack Rabbit, Kennywood. Like, we've done loads of these now on there, like, which is crazy, but this does get voted like very highly.
2018, it was a golden ticket winner. That's
So-
a roller coaster.
I mean, I think the airtime we're going to get is going to be crazy on this.
Now I'm not good at math, but 2018 was only a year ago.
It was.
And we had Wickerman that year, and this beat Wickerman. So let's see if the golden ticket winner is what it's.
I mean, Wickerman and this are very different rides. Obviously,
It is,
Wickerman's
but
a modern
it's amazing that a
GCI.
ride from all the years ago can win the golden ticket. So let's see. I got a golden ticket. It's got that in my head.
Let's see what happens. Love it. The Phoenix. Right, here we go on the Phoenix. We're on the back row, and I don't really know what to expect at all, other than quite a bit of airtime. Oh, we start off indoors.
Wow.
I've never even seen a POV of this ride. Right, so we've got a lap bar, however, we've got no seatbelt at all. And look at the gap there, like a massive gap on both of us. And I just saw the train coming round there towards the end of the ride, and people look like they were flying out of the seats. So I don't really know how this is going to ride, but arms in the air like you just don't care. She's doing it just like that. And there we go on the Phoenix.
Oh my God.
A little bit of airtime down the drop, nothing ridiculous.
Uh-oh. Time yet.
Hey. Hey. Wow.
Oh my.
Right, that was some big ejector there.
No, no.
Oh, whoa. Hey. Double down. Oh, blimey. Right.
Wow. Oh no. Oh boy.
Hey. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, blimey. What's going on?
Oh my
Oh. Right, okay, now I can see why that's a bit of an award winner. That was excellent. Blimey, that was good fun. Awesome. Wow. Well, that was a really pleasant surprise. I mean, I've been told by a lot of people that we were going to get quite a bit of airtime on there. However, I wasn't quite anticipating that much airtime. That was absolutely incredible on the back row. Got some more re-rides on that later on. That's the thing with me. Yes, it may have worked out cheaper buying the ride tokens and paper ride. However, when you fall in love with a coaster, like I have with the two we've done already, I want maybe 3 or 4 goes on them today if we get time. So, it was definitely worth getting the wristband for that. But I'll tell you what, that was really, really good fun. Ridiculous ejector airtime. When I was talking floater over them hills, proper ejector airtime on that ride. It was brilliant, really nice surprise actually. I'd not seen a POV and I'd heard about it, but I didn't know loads. To be honest, I was just that obsessed with the flying turns here. That was the ride that really fascinated me. So that was a really good surprise. One of the best wooden coasters out there in my opinion, that. Quite a simple layout in terms of some drops, then a corner, then drops, then a corner. But that's all it needed. It was all about the airtime. And it was because you weren't wearing a seatbelt. Just having the restraint and how loose it was brilliant, really, really good fun. What do you think, Alex, for that?
I mean, that ride is flying turns, that one is the Phoenix. Well, that one should be called Flying Burns, not the Phoenix. Yeah. My word, the amount of time you're out of your seat on that is insane.
It is crazy.
I wouldn't necessarily call it the greatest wooden roller coaster. Or,
no, neither would I.
I don't think it's ever been probably, really. I mean, I think there's some rides that are older than that still take over that. However, it's great fun, and my goodness, you know you haven't got a seatbelt on when you're going through some of them corners because you are whipped
and just
out of your seat.
The fact that it had been relocated as well is amazing.
Picked it up and popped it somewhere else.
Like, no, you don't just see parks doing that. Like, it happens sometimes with steel coasters, but even that is a lot of effort. But a wooden coaster, that is absolutely incredible. Yeah, it pretty much is. I mean, that is amazing. Anyway, we've got more to ride, 4 more coasters. So we're going to go and find another wooden coaster now. Don't really have a clue where it is, but it's quite nice just walking around the park and soaking up the atmosphere. Got a nice classic paratrooper here as well. In terms of prizes here for like food and drink and stuff, found a little look there. I mean, we already ate before coming here. We had a McDonald's on the way down because we arrived in the afternoon. However, in terms of drinks, $2 for a soda. I think that's really good actually. Large is $3, this size $2. So it is actually really quite cheap here, and the paper ride option as well makes it a really good value day out. So yeah, let's carry on having a little walk around. Don't have a clue where we're going, but sometimes it's quite nice to just wing it, isn't it? Welcome, foolish mortals, to Knoebels' Haunted Mansion. A terrifying adventure in darkness, yeah. So we just stumbled across this and we thought we may as well do it. I mean, this is the ride that, for some reason, it's not included in the wristband, but it's only $2.50 to ride. Really strange. I mean, I just asked the lady in the ticket booth, and she seems to think it might be because it's owned by like separate people or something. So that kind of makes sense. I don't really know, but it says it's got strobe lighting in. So yeah, we're going to give it a go, of course. So we've got our little ticket just here. It's a bit strange how it isn't included though, I must admit.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
It's actually Knoebels Haunted Mansion, but there we go. Look at this, right, let's get in the queue line. You scared? I've heard some good stuff about this. Again, I've not really watched many POVs from this park, which is surprising actually, because normally I do spoil things for myself, whereas I'm not with
nice
it.
having a surprise though.
Yeah, I mean, it is nice having a bit of a surprise, but yeah, it is weird how it's not included. Me personally, I think they should definitely look at getting it included in a wristband. Because as far as I know, I don't think there's any actors or anything in there. But yeah, it seems like it is a separate admission. Obviously, a separate company might run this. I'm not too sure, but I don't know. Alice is in there first. You look quite funny in that. Yeah. Oh, he's off. See you later. Right then, so I don't really know what to expect here, but we're in. Haunted Mansion. Jumpy. The upside down room. Oh wow. It's a really, really good ghost train. Whoa! Ride. It's really long. Wow, what a jump scare. One of the best ghost trains I've ever been on. Well, that was absolutely incredible. I mean, Alex went in there first, and how did you find that? I mean, that was terrifying in places.
Don't even talk to me about it.
He loved it. So that was really good long ride, well worth $2.50. Still feel like it should be included in the wristband really if you're offering that service. However, what an absolutely incredible ride. That is one of the best ghost trains I've ever been on, to be honest. And I heard him screaming from where I was. I mean, like it was crazy.
What was you say something else?
Yeah, some naughty words. What was really clever in there was the distraction technique caused by some of the lighting. So you'd look at something, they'd light it up maybe for a second, it'd just flash in front of you, and as that's happening, the vehicle's turning a corner, and then someone else is lit up next to you there. Really good distraction techniques on the Haunted Mansion there. I absolutely loved it. I'll definitely have to start paying and have another go on that later on. Like, it's well worth it. One of the best ghost trains I've ever done. Again, I didn't really know much about it. I'd heard they had a good ghost train here, but how good, I didn't realise. That was 10 out of 10. Some really good props and set pieces in there. You had the waterfall. Another one of my favourite scenes was the horn with the train coming towards you. Honestly, that was absolutely incredible. I think Alex is a bit. I think he's a bit shook up.
I hate it.
You loved it, really. Come on.
I'm just terrified.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Halloween's like nearly 10 months gone. I'm terrified.
It's nearly back around again now, Halloween. But that was very good, and what I really liked as well, they didn't like just chuck an actor in there with a chainsaw at the end or anything like that. It didn't need a big gimmick. It just had some great jump scares, yeah. Like some really loud sound effects in there as well, really well placed speakers and horns and screams, and yeah, I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Everything we've done so far today here has been great. We've only done 3 rides, but there's so much more to do. As far as I'm aware, everything else is included in the wristband other than the swimming pool, and I don't fancy taking a dip today, not when there's all these good rides to go on. Oh, I love that sign, look at that. They told us we couldn't build it, but we did it anyway. Oh, I love that, that's well worth a photo. Look at that. Oh, that is brilliant, the only one in the world. Oh, that is incredible. Really, really nice. What a quote that is. They told us we couldn't build it, but we did it anyway. Knoebels, everybody. Right then, so here's our 3rd roller coaster to try out then here at Knoebels. It's Twister, and this was a new build in 1999. Wasn't relocated from anywhere. They didn't pick this one up, put it in a truck. No, with this one, they built it brand new. I must say, it's much bigger than it looks in photos. Look at the size of it, blimey. Looking forward to giving this one a go. In terms of the layout of this, I believe it was based on like another wooden roller coaster somewhere out there in the world. However, this was a complete new build. They didn't like relocate it or anything like that. And the layout is familiar to that of another ride that I don't think operates anymore. But here we go, Twister. And of course, if you are a local to this park or know a lot about it, comment down below. It's always great learning new things about parks. We've met with quite a lot of fans of the channel throughout the various different days on the trip, who gave us loads of information about the different rides. It's been wonderful. Looks like it soon builds up the speed there as it goes off the top of the drop. Philadelphia toboggan coasters. Nice PTCs. Here we go. Looks like it's got some good speed to it, this. Well, I'll tell you what, that was some pretty efficient operations in terms of checking the restraints there. Again, no seat belts, just a lap bar. Hey. Unfortunately, it does seem like the storm is coming in. We're not had to worry about storms for a few days, but it looks like we might get stormed off for a little bit. Here we go. And that's the end of the ride. Hey, that's very weird, a lift hill just to go into that corner to change the direction, ready for the main lift hill. Quite unique. Oh, there's people camping down there. Right, here we go. Twister. Oh. Right, we go back into the station. I tell you what, that was certainly quite a different wooden coaster, that. Talk more about it when we get off. Right then, so we just come off Twister, and just before I talk about that, just wanted to point out this path that we're walking down. It's really weird because it's just like a normal road. It's got like the power lines down the side, and yeah, it's crazy. It's got like street lamps and stuff down here. Not theming or anything, it is actually a road, and they've like developed the park around it. That's what I love about some of these older parks, how they've developed over time. But yeah, in terms of the coaster, that was really good fun. It kind of reminded me of a lot of GCI coasters with some of the elements on there. And I know this was built in-house by the park again. They love doing that. Built in-house, but it uses PTC trains on there. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a good coaster. Nothing on the Phoenix. I thought that was absolutely incredible. But yeah, I'm really glad that we went on that. Got another coaster credit. And yeah, it got some really nice laterals on there as well. Being pushed into some of the corners. That was really nice. Yeah, a couple of good drops. Quite a weird start with how you had a little bit of a lift hill and then a corner and the other lift hill. And you can tell as well, they've done a bit of retracking work on that, especially towards the end of the layout as well. But yeah, from over here, it's giving me like smaller version of Woden at Europa Park vibes. Just the way it looks with the lift hill, that turnaround section, and then down into the drop. I know it's a very, very different ride, but just like giving me those vibes. But here we go, here's a little look at the swimming pool just here. It's got like old school diving boards, and it's crazy, like it's such an old, classic feeling park. And you can hear a bit of audio. It looks like we've got a live band over here as well, so have a look at this. Way to go! Yeah, loving that. I think it's just a pizza restaurant, but we need to move out of the way. We're going to get run over. Oh, what a nice atmosphere here. It's in a gorgeous location. I was kind of expecting it to be not in the city centre, but have like other buildings and stuff outside the park. It's really not. We're in the middle of nowhere. And if you want to see that drive to the park, check out the travel vlog and you'll see that we were down like a single track road to get here. Crazy. What did you think to that then, Alex? You enjoy the Woody?
It was an intense Woody. I enjoyed it a lot. Quite fast, quite snappy. Reminded me of a GCI.
Yeah, the GCI elements in there.
And the sound that it made, it was taking into some of them turns. Very, very nice. I was impressed.
I mean, I'm enjoying this park so far. I think it's got a really nice vibe to it. It's old school. It's got some great attractions, and we've got quite a lot of flats to do here as well. But first, another coaster. We've got a steel coaster to go on here. And this was actually built by Zira, opened in 2015. There we go. What's this? Cookie Nook.
Cookie Nookie then for a minute. I thought that's what I said. Cookie Nook.
Cookie Nook. There you go. I feel like I've got to have a cookie later on.
I feel like I was going to say that is the place to be.
We like that sort of stuff.
You'll find us in the park tonight.
Yeah, that's where we'll be. Yeah, looking forward to riding this. Yeah, Zero makes some great coasters, and it's basically their version of a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. I mean, you look at this, and like the GP, for example, look at this and then look at a Eurofighter and think they were both the same, but they're not. Like, this isn't Gerstlauer, so let's give it a ride and see what this is going to be like. It's got a bit of a queue, not too bad though, just down the steps there and around the bottom. Not too sure what we got in terms of trains, maybe 2 there in action. It's also got lap bars on there, and we've got the inversions, so yeah, so we're going for a little ride on here, and of course we can take you on board, so join me and the lifeguard as we go and give Impulse a go. You're right there?
Yeah, just walking through the trees.
Right then, so off we go on Impulse. Looking forward to this. It's actually the only one of these out there built by Zira. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a go and seeing how it rides compared to a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. I mean, I'm comparing it to that because of how it looks really, and the fact that we're going up a vertical lift hill, we've then got a 90-degree drop, and we've got 4 inversions tightly packed in on this as well. Something quite special about this ride is that it's actually got like a booster seats for kids, which I assume brings the height restriction down, which is pretty fantastic. Never seen that before on a coaster. Is it going to be rough? Is it going to be smooth? Or is it just going to be okay? Impulse, let's go. Oh! Hey! missed saying that this trip. There we go. Well, I would say it's more smoother and more enjoyable than a Eurofighter.
It's a baby.
It had a bit of a Mack rattle about at the train. If you've been on one of the Mack Mega coasters, just now they have a bit of a rattle. It had a bit one of those on here. But to be honest, it was quite a good coaster. And the fact that they've mostly got wooden coasters here, a nice big steel thrill coaster, worked well for them. I like that. On-ride footage there from the front row of Impulse. With that one, it's nothing to write home about. I mean, it was a good little ride, quite smooth and enjoyable. But yeah, you know, I wouldn't say like it was anything outstanding. I'd say that over quite a few of the Eurofighter models from Gerstlauer that have been on though. I think Zero built some brilliant coasters actually. They started off doing a lot of junior coasters like the little Tivolis and stuff, and they've come a long way over the years. They've done some good stuff, but you know, it's just quite enjoyable really.
I think the reason it's called Impulse is because it's the only coaster of its type. It was pretty good fun, I enjoyed it. It felt like the baby version of a Eurofighter. I'd call it, I said on the
yeah.
It's a bit of a baby.
There wasn't much force, was there?
No, it was a bit forceless, but it's a nice ride, it's a pretty ride. It's a good start to a thrill coaster, I think, for some families who want to get the kids on inverted coasters but don't want to go all out with, you know, the most intense high speed coaster. Like
a build-up ride, really.
It's like a teenage coaster, that one, I think.
Probably fits in really well with this park and its family atmosphere that it's got. I mean, I'd love to see another big proper thrill coaster here, but I don't know if that's something what would maybe work for them, with them being a very family park. They want you to just park your car up, you stroll in, they want you to, you know, just chill out here really, and if you want to camp, you can camp here.
It's an amusement resort.
Yeah, it is an amusement resort.
It's very different rather than a theme park with a resort. It's different.
Yeah, it's got a very different feel. I really like it here. I'm enjoying it. I'm a bit concerned about this storm coming over, but you know, we can hope for the best. We've got 2 more coasters to get on. One of them's an outdoor coaster, which to do a little junior coaster, and then we've got an indoor coaster to do as well somewhere. I think it's like fully indoors, and it's got like a few like dark ride scenes, a bit like Fire in the Hole. I kind of think it's a bit like that. So
Fire in the Hole!
Of course, that we did at Silver Dollar City, and there was the similar version as well at Dollywood. I think it's a bit like that from what I've seen, but we've got to try and find them out there somewhere. So we'll carry on walking around, and yeah, just enjoying the park. Feel really chilled out here. It's home till 10 o'clock. Plenty of time to do the other rides as well. And hopefully if the storm does come, it doesn't stay on for too long. Wow, look at this that Alex has just stumbled across, like walking past down here to our next ride. A little cheeky look through the window, and it's some sort of Knoebels museum. Look at all these different horses. I mean, we've just also walked past the golden ticket winner for best carousel, so we're gonna have to go on that whilst we're here at this park. Look at this, recognise this here? There we are. Same sort of horse that you can find on Derby Racer, back at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in the UK. Also Cedar Downs at Cedar Point. A little bit of information about this is that one. So this one last operated at the Canadian National Exhibition in Toronto, Canada. Loads of different horses, and wow, God, I love parks that really showcase their history. Please give your children their fare. I mean, look at all the details on this, for example, like all the paintings up there. I mean, gone are the days of parks doing this really. It's all like vinyls and stickers that get put onto things, whereas you look at all this hand-painted stuff and all this that's been carved out, all the details, and these wooden animals here. And the giraffe just there. Wow.
Don't mind, mate. I'm just feeding a little horse.
Oh. That was terrible.
Sorry.
Yeah, these are absolutely wonderful.
I was waiting on a trip to make that joke.
Really nice. All these different horses and all the different information as well. It's from Brooklyn, New York. Wow. Really? Have a little look. You know, maybe we'll have a good bit of merch. Oh yeah, we've got to get something from here today to take home. Definitely. Oh wow, loads of stuff. Oh, these are quite cool. Like the postcards that open up. Oh, I like those. Little ferris wheel. It looks more like the London Eye, that does.
I know you're not really a fan of mugs, but...
Oh, see that's probably the one. How much we're talking for that?
There's a few different ones. We've got a black one, a blue one, and a purple one. And we've got these ones here too. And a little simple one with a coaster line.
What we got on the prices for these?
Prices are 750.
Oh my God, we need to climb them up then. There you go.
750.
750. All breakages must be paid for.
That's it.
That's quite nice, isn't it?
750 there, that one. Premium brand.
Premium, yeah. Some really nice stuff. Definitely going to be getting a bit of merch to take home.
T-shirts, merch.
Wow. Right, so this next ride that we're going on is some sort of indoor coaster, and I'm looking forward to giving this a try. Again, this has got a massive amount of history to it. It was originally built in 1960 and used to be located at another amusement park, and then, like they've done with many different rides here, they actually relocated it here. I think it closed in 1998, the park, and then it reopened here in 2011. So it must have been in storage or something. I really don't know. I mean, I'd love to know more information. But yeah, it's the Black Diamond Mining Company. I'm expecting something a bit like Fire in the Hole. You look very intrigued there what you're looking at. Oh, I didn't even realise. I didn't even see someone sitting there. Crazy. But yeah, look at this. It's so authentic, isn't it? Very authentic experience. Yeah, the Black Diamond Mining Company. So, I mean, it's amazing, isn't it, how they've moved another ride from somewhere else to here and put it in this park.
Same for the wooden ride we went on Phoenix earlier on.
It's incredible. So yeah, it didn't operate all the way through from 1998, and then it reopened here in 2011. So let's go and give this a ride. I'm really not too sure what to expect. Well, here we go. I don't know how much you're going to see on the GoPro. Probably not a lot. Trouble! And there we go, Black Diamond. Wow, that was a bit different, wasn't it? Well, that was something really quite different. I mean, you didn't really get to see much of it there on the GoPro. In there was quite a lot of scenes where it was very dark and the camera didn't pick it up very well. But yeah, it was actually quite a long ride. I'd say that went on for a good 5 minutes or so. It was an indoor roller coaster, but it's more dark ride. I mean, the way it went round on a track, a few little drops in places, which makes it, of course, class a coaster. However, it is more of a dark ride in terms of the way it goes around the corners and through the different scenes. But I really liked that. Something a bit different, had that old school feel to it. Obviously with it being an older ride that they've transported to here, but it feels like they've updated it a lot in terms of the theming, special effects in there. There was some scenery in there that was painted with like UV I don't think that looked too good. I wish they'd sort of kept with just traditional lighting on some of the set pieces. But there's some really good stuff in there. There was like a wall what came moving towards you. There was some water that was coming down from the ceiling, and then it stopped as soon as you got there. Quite a cool lighting effect. You saw the trommel tunnel in there, a few different animatronics, some good like bits of sound effects and stuff. A very questionable horse near the start that reminded me of Black Gang Chine. I mean, that horse was like,
yeah, it was nice.
It was quite, you know, it wasn't anything massive standout. But yeah, it was similar to Fire in the Hole. I'd take Fire in the Hole over it.
It's like
but it's similar.
80% dark ride, 20% coaster, but it's a coaster nonetheless with some of the elements. I think it's just different, but it's not a bad different. Could have done without the UV, and I think some of the dark scenes are some of the nicest. A couple of little jump scare moments in there too, with the chat. Gets quite creepy and sinister towards the end. Good fun ride.
The bats were good. They showed up on the camera there. Like,
Trommel was amazing. It was a very nice looking trommel.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, it's nice to see that they've kept a classic going really from another park, brought it here and completely repackaged it. So it kind of had that old school feel to it. Obviously you can tell that they've redone all this, and obviously it's a brand new building that they've put it in and stuff. And yeah, you know, quite enjoyed it. We've got one more coaster left to do here, and that's just a little junior coaster. And then after that, it's going around and trying out some of the other rides on offer here at this park. Just thought I'd show you this here. It's an electric locomotive, a minor transport car that was last used at the Glenburn Mine. What's that say? Shamokin? Does that say Shamokin?
Shamokin!
There you go. But yeah, this is quite interesting. I mean, this isn't theming, this is an actual mine car. And look at this down the back here. This obviously used to transport people down there to the mine. Sit down in there inside it. It looks a little bit like a monorail, doesn't it? There you go. How interesting is that? But yeah, it's such a very different style park, this. I mean, you walk around the corner just here, and then you've got all these different houses. Like, how strange. I mean, I don't think that's like accommodation. I think people are actually living there, or it seems that way. Very, very strange, but I like it. I mean, yeah, you just got like another service road here and a few picnic benches, then some more rides at the sides. Surely this has got to be accommodation over here. I'm really, really not too sure. I mean, she's walking over there unless that's a house. Sorry if I'm filming your house. And then you got like some eagles over here as well. There we go, some actual real eagles, not fake, not animatronic. There we are. Just sit there on these benches and just relax. Yeah, it's like you're in someone's back garden. I mean, you look up there, it's got like these sheds and stuff at the side. Very, very different. There you go, there's the eagles. Not these ones here in the foreground. I don't think they're real, I think they're plastic. The real ones are down there at the back. Or at least I think they are. Definitely not animatronics. So we just thought we'd go for a little walk inside here, some sort of museum. I mean, it says Knoebels History Museum there, and then it says about mining at the top. So, don't really know exactly what to expect in here, but let's have a little walk around. You know, a bit of a gift shop. Nice painting along the back there. Oh, that's quite cool, isn't it? With the horses like coming off the wall. And now Alex is going to tell us a fascinating fact about this wonderful piano just here. So,
we put 50 cents in it, it plays itself.
Really?
Yeah, it tells you on the sign.
If I had 50 cents, I would actually have a go.
It doesn't tell you on the sign, I know that.
Oh, right, okay. That's it. Oh, deposit, it says. That means you get it back, doesn't it, if it's a deposit?
You wish.
I don't know. The museum. Oh, wow, the Knoebels History Museum. Oh, look at that painting. That is amazing with the log flume there. Phoenix there as well. Oh, that is wonderful. Look at that. This kid is really enjoying that ice cream there. That'll be me later on having an ice cream. All these different helmets here from coal mines. I don't really know much about the area around here. I mean, I'm assuming with all the different like mine-themed rides and this museum that the area is quite famous for mines and that sort of stuff. Here we are, and digging for coal and all that. Oh, you are doing that really well. You can stop now. Snap out of it. There we are. What's the history behind this? Oh, there we go. Coal is a fossil fuel. It's just giving us a bit of history, is it?
And that right there.
Go on.
You're not going to believe what that is.
A real dinosaur, you're going to tell me, aren't you?
I'm not going to say it's a real dinosaur. Just a dinosaur.
Next you'll be telling me Niagara Falls wasn't man-made. But I'm joking.
What, it wasn't?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm assuming this whole area has got a lot of mining history. I mean, from what we're looking at here.
How many mines? What, you seen mines in here? Like the...
No mines.
Oh, right.
That looks really old. I'd be careful with that. Like, some of this stuff looks really, really...
I've got an idea what we should do next.
One.
Let's walk down this way.
Okay, let's do it. Breaker boys.
I thought that said mine rescue asparagus, then it says apparatus. I'm sorry. I'm in one of those moods, isn't it?
Try and have a serious look around this museum here and take it in a little bit. Here we go.
It's cutting edge.
Right. Just walk around that corner now. All these different mining lamps. A nice mining audio. Well, what? I'm not. I've seen something that I think the viewers would really appreciate though around this way. It's a timeline of the different attractions that have opened here at the park. Oh, look at this in here, wow. Oh, look at that Ferris wheel. Wow. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, we've got loads to look around in here, so here we go, a timeline. I mean, this goes up to 2009. I want to start way down this end. I want to go back to the roots of this park and let's have a little walk through it all. Here we go, so maybe it'll tell us a bit about the area around here. So here we are, 500 million BC, blimey. I think we'll move more to sort of here, shall we, where the park history starts. So there we go, Knoebels Grove, family moves to Peggy's farm. Also that's the area around here. As we can see here, all the different family members being born. Swimming hole, okay, so the swimming pool, that actually, is that the same one that still exists? Yeah, I think it is actually. And you start to see more ride development going on here, the skating ring going in, themed cottages in the 1930s. There we are, and it says resort theme parks are a new thing. Stony Gables. Oh, and there we go, the little land train. We've got to go on the land train today actually as well. Not too sure if it's that exact one that's still going, but we'll find out. Nice traditional Ferris wheel there as well, and things like the dive bomber there coming in. Like, is that a stage up there? Yeah, or more live entertainment coming in. 1947, Dodgems are built. Big steam train there. I think that's the one that I saw outside just here actually. Motorboats, you can see the overland coaster there. That was actually, yeah, the high-speed thrill coaster. I saw that when I was doing some research. I mean, I wouldn't really call that type of ride a high-speed thrill coaster, would you? But there you go. Goats coming in there, the petting zoo in 1954. The moon rocker ride, that was interesting. What the hell is that? That is really, let me zoom in on that for you. You're like on a dinosaur and looks like you're in some sort of spinning tubs. I mean, I've not seen anything quite like that before. Old Smoky there, the train. More history all the way down here, the spaceship ride. Birthday cake pavilion. Loads and loads of history.
I'll take over from the last time one of your jokes was funny in 1969.
Oh, great.
Becomes a full-time employee. Moving on to, obviously, Bud's got quite a significance in this park. As you find out with the ghost train and things and the opening of that, how old that ride is. Moving across here, you've got the Flyer. The Flyer is still active, still running to this day. Absolutely amazing. Did you ever go to the top?
1973, the haunted house, constructed and in operation.
There it is.
Wonderful facade.
Incredible.
More rides going in throughout the 70s here. Jetstar, 1977.
Got a Country Bear show, and I can see the Country Bears just behind you. They're actually in the museum just over there.
Have a little look at those in a moment.
The Galleon, which is still here. The Log Flume, which is just next door. Sponsored by Pepsi Cola back in the day. The museum for the carousel horses. Look at this thing right here.
1985, we've got the construction of Phoenix there as well.
Whirlwind is installed and operated.
1993, my birth year there.
1997, my birth year. People get shocked at that. New high striker, Skloosh, and road improvements. You see, I'm more reliable with the roads.
Road improvements.
Twister completed and open. New kiddie wheel. Beanie Bears for Henry and Hattie. That's really nice. 75th anniversary came along 1975. Look at that for you. We've got a frog hopper. We've got plans for the 75th anniversary museum.
Oh, 2001.
Time capsule will be placed in the following 2001 75th anniversary year. Contain artifacts of the present day and past years.
So when will they open that then, I wonder?
I wonder.
Doesn't it actually say, does it will be placed following? Yeah, it doesn't say when it's going to.
For a long time.
And this is where the history Ghost, I think they ran out of wall space here.
I think so, yeah.
That's what the one credit we've got to do. It's a bit bigger than I thought, actually. Kozmo's Kurves.
I love that like wooden beam that's using supports across the trough of the bridge for the boat ride.
How good is this in here? Very, very nice museum. This is exactly what Alton Towers needs and Blackpool Pleasure Beach needs, and they just won't listen because they really should do it and celebrate their history.
You shouldn't think about things being old and necessarily even tired. People use that word a lot to describe classic attractions. Celebrate what you have and its operational ability. Okay, I understand that older rides are harder to maintain, they do cost more money, but the celebration of that.
Celebrate what you had.
If you guys can do those rides and keep them running for this length of time, you should be proud of it. Celebrate that, being proud of it.
Alton Towers shouldn't be covering up things like the Black Hole and Corkscrew, and Pleasure Beach shouldn't be covering up things like the Wild Mouth.
Rides, but history of the people. Obviously you've got the family members all on the wall over here from the Knoebels family in 2009. Probably one of the most recent family photos. It's incredible. Should be so proud.
A real family operation. 1999 Twister under construction here. Fascinating, really, really good. Success. Twister completed. Wow, look how fresh all the wood looks there. Yeah, really nice. I'm loving this, how they've put the carousel in here.
Devastation. 1972 flood when all the parts of the park were completely destroyed by bad weather.
This park's actually got quite a history when it comes to flooding. I mean, I know even earlier this year there was a big flood.
Heartbreak, aftermath of the 1996 flood notes high water marks. So the high water was 72 flood and the 75 flood just there. They actually kept them on the trees for the markers. Look at that.
Yeah, I actually saw a couple of the markers earlier whilst we were walking through the park as well.
Incredible.
Here we are, the Country Bears, of course, probably inspired by Disney, I'd imagine. But how good is it that they've kept those and, you know, not just selling off the history?
And probably childhood memories for many, many people to see these right here and be able to do it close and personal. It's so important, and you know, the security in here, it's a calm atmosphere, you can have some music playing with the audio. These parks really should celebrate their old rides. This is a perfect example of how it can be done.
Back home, it's something that our parks just don't really do.
We've got a lot of
It's a
parks in
shame.
the UK have got empty spaces, empty buildings. The towers at Alton Towers, for example, plenty of empty rooms that have to put any permanent infrastructure in. Just some nice, classic celebrations of attractions.
There you go, what a really nice museum, and if you do come here to the park, make sure you come and check it out. And like Alex just said, looking at those for people who've probably got a lot of memories, we may come back to this park in 30 years' time when another attraction unfortunately is closed, and we'll look back on our memories from Knoebels. So yeah, let's continue to go around the park and try and find this other kids coaster.
The serpent and the troll jumped up. They lifted their swords. They were just about ready to poke the knights on their bellies when the princesses lifted their wands.
This park really has got such a nice, unique charm, and much like Silver Dollar City and Dollywood that we've both done on this USA road trip, there's a few different stands and shops down here. Like you've got the Lost Logger, which is like a wood shop where all the items have been carved out of wood and tree trunks and all that sort of stuff, which is interesting. Over here you've got Valley Smithy Ironworks, a blacksmith actually inside the park, and next to it you got like these unique little kids rides. Like honestly, you just don't get this at the parks back home. It's such an authentic feel. I'm not really sure what's going on with this tractor over here. I mean, that's very, very interesting. Some sort of conveyor belt on there. I mean, very, very different. It's got such a nice feel to it. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Like, I love it. Very Silver Dollar City and Dollywood, isn't it, around here?
It is, this area especially. I've been saying that most of the day the park resembles Gulliver's to me in terms of open air, those kind of classic rides sort of thing, but Silver Dollar City and Dollywood is definitely the vibe I'm getting right now.
With these little stands.
Oh, that's lovely though, isn't it?
It is, look at this carousel over here. I mean, there is another one that we've got to do here. It's an award winner. We'll have to try that out. Oh yeah, I see, this is what they're chopping wood with on the side just there. There you go, and obviously he's chopping that. And then I assume making stuff over there at the shop. Very, very interesting. Look at this carousel, beautiful. And rides are very cheap, $1.50. That's gorgeous, look at that. I'll see how we go on this later on, and also do the other carousel as well. Won the golden ticket for the best carousel in the world, the other one, so we'll have to do it. I tell you what, if you've got young kids and you really want to bring them to an amusement park that's got a great atmosphere and is really good value, Knoebels I definitely recommend. Loads of kids rides that we just walk past in this area here, and some other good family attractions, like this little boat ride just down here where it seems like you just steer yourself round. Love it. We've got our dodgems over here, loads of little flat rides and spinning rides for the kids. We just walked past another big stage where they're setting up some live music for like a band. I assume that now we're getting into the evening, it's a Friday night as well, park's open until 10, with a bit of live music. Gonna have a really nice atmosphere, even more so than it has now. I'm really enjoying this park. I like the family feel to it, and yeah, look at these over here, nice retro, classic bumper cars that they've got over here. Wonderful, it really is. Spin you round so you can see it. Very nice, isn't it? We'll have to go on the big ferris wheel over at the back there as well. Got this dive bomber here. Have any ever been on one of these? Definitely got to give this a go. I mean, these are quite scary, they're quite intense, but they're good fun. Spin all the way round. Oh yes. And there's the kids coaster over there, and it looks like it's got a very short queue. So let's go and have a ride. Then our 6th and final roller coaster credit here of Knoebels. Looking forward to giving this a go. It's Kozmo's Kurves, I think we're saying it. I don't think it's Cosmos, I think it's definitely Kozmo's. Here we go, built in 2009, Ian F. Miller. Let's go and have a ride. It's one of the bigger ones of theirs that I've done actually. Quite a big first drop for a little kids coaster. Let's go and have a ride. Final credit to get today. Off we go, kiddie coaster. Kozmo's Kurves. And off we go. Oh, quite snappy there. Oh, blimey. Oh, airtime. That was more intense than what I was expecting. Blimey. Airtime! Lap number 3 now. Knoebels! Oh my God, that's one of the most intense kiddie coasters I've ever been on. That was absolutely crazy. For a kids coaster, that was really like, it was like Steel Vengeance for kids, that was.
And a lot of pockets of airtime, I'll tell you that.
Pockets, like a major ejector on that.
There's been a lot of golden ticket awarded today. Why hasn't that thing got one? It's amazing.
Golden ticket for the best kids coaster.
Oh, incredible.
Like, it needs it.
Airtime on a family ride.
In terms of the storm, seems to have passed over. I mean, we had a few little sprinkles of rain. Not that much at all, really. But it's cleared the park out a little bit. Quite a few flat rides for me to go on here. But I won't be riding this one. Look at this, I don't know what it was before. Answers on a postcard. Well, something used to be there, and yeah, the land has been cleared. But whilst we're here, the dive bomber has got no queue at all. Right then, off we go on the dive bomber, or satellite, as this one's called. These are quite intense, and off we go. Whee! Very unique rides these days, not many of them about. Tilts you upside down, and the ride vehicle spins, and really quite an enjoyable experience. I really like these. Whee! Just really puts your body in some really awkward positions, this one. It's like you're trying to hold on, but you just can't. Very, very weird. Hey. Here we go. Welcome to the Whip. We're out on one of these at Kennywood's and I really enjoyed it. However, that one was outdoors. This one's got a nice roof on it with nice traditional festoon lights around it. Here we go. Whee! Oh, I love these. Here we go. Hey. They're even better if you like lean into the corners a bit more. Whee. Classic rides then here at Knoebels. And up next we're going on the Golden Ticket Award winner of the Best Carousel 2018. Here it is. I mean, she's beautiful, isn't she?
It's another Golden Ticket winner.
I mean, there's a lot of Golden Ticket winners. They also won Best Food as well. So there's a few Golden Ticket winners in this part, which is fantastic. Yeah, look at this. What a nice classic. All the details on there. And I must say the horses look absolutely stunning. Ride operator just on there, collecting the tokens. Love it, yeah, we've got to go for a nice classic ride on here. It's got its organ over there as well. That I believe was presented to the family. Right then, so here we are on this wonderful traditional carousel. Look at the details on here. Very, very nice. Alex is sat in a chariot, just at the side there. And yeah, the idea with this, you get some sort of rings and you have to throw them inside. Very, very weird. Here we go, so we get a ring now. There we go, so we've got a ring. And the idea is we chuck it into this mouth around here. Do we do it whilst the ride's moving? I don't know. There we go, one for you.
Thank you.
This is probably why it's the best carousel in the world. Golden Ticket winner. And the idea is just try and get it into the mouth there. Oh, yeah. I don't get the idea of it, but here we go.
Grab me another one.
Please keep in mind that these things are not good. They are not your machine that much. There is no way to get all that. Once again, please don't always do that.
And that's it. Don't get the idea behind it, but there we go, the world's best carousel.
Golden Ticket winning.
Golden Ticket winner here on Theme Park Worldwide at Knoebels. A beautiful carousel there. I really do like the idea that it's interactive as well. I've never actually seen one of those before, so I can understand why it's the Golden Ticket winner. Absolutely beautiful. Right, we're going to feed the pig now. Are you ready? And not this one over here. So here we go. What are we doing then, Alex?
We're going to get rid of today, Sean, King's Dominion Fast Track.
A quick queue for King's Dominion. He's going to go in.
Wand as well.
Yeah, so this is a little bit like what you get at F-telling, where it sucks it into its mouth.
Low so we can get the full experience of stuffing the pig.
There we go, ready? It's going to suck it in. And choo choo. Off we go on the little miniature railway. Absolutely love these. Got one back at Pleasurewood Hills in the UK. I mean, there's quite a few out there, but in terms of a theme park back home, really enjoy these. I think we're going to get some fantastic views of the wooden roller coaster down here. Don't look at your swimming pool. I don't really want to call it a water park. It does have a few slides at the back, but it's more a basic swimming pool. Quite old school, and I think it's been here for a very long time. A few different flat rides and stuff to do. Large scale water ride there. Probably won't go on that one, like the Shoot the Shoes. Don't want to get soaked tonight, but I will do the log flume. There's the campground up there. Hey, that's nice, that interaction. Yeah, I completely take back what I just said. So I thought it was on one train then, and then I thought it was on two trains. Then I thought it had gone back to one train, but no, it must be quite a long ride. Some great views though, as we make our way into Vortex. You gotta love wooden coasters though, haven't you, for all the work that goes into the structure. Amazing. A few different houses like in the park here as well, which is interesting. Oh, little tunnel. Don't really know where we're going here, like way out of the actual amusement park itself, it seems. Like all the campgrounds over at the side here where you can bring your RV or tent. Another house over there, it's on stilts. I'd say that's probably built on stilts because of the issues they've had with the river running through. I'd imagine that's the reason why, just to help protect it. I absolutely love my transport rides, and that train was wonderful all through the trees. Saw a little bit of the swimming pool, the campground, and all the way out in the forest where you got some really good shots of some wildlife out there as well. There was like some squirrels running about, and yeah, just really nice to capture the atmosphere, and like I say, try to capture that as much as I could just in the video. Really like how you've got the train just down here as well. Obviously a spare locomotive that they don't use anymore, and yeah, really nice ride. Anyway, next up then, you're coming on 1001 Nights.
I'm not coming on 1001 Nights. I just wanted to say that train ride we just did, I have a really special relationship I think it's a very, very important ride to me.
You enjoyed that?
I fell in love with it. It's really nice.
Nearly as much as a lady fell in love with the ride that I'm about to go on. Now, some of you out there may have watched a very, very strange video.
Oh boy, it's a documentary though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a full documentary, and it's about a lady who, basically she marries this ride. I mean, it's called like, she marries a roller coaster. Obviously we know it's not a roller coaster, but this lady, she comes down to this park in the winter and she comes to this ride. She loves this ride, she's obsessed with it, and yeah, we'll sort of leave it there, but check out the video.
Love is a very splendid thing.
If you want to see it, just type in on YouTube, after you finish watching this vlog of course, just type in 1001 Nights woman, and then it'll come up for you.
Parental guidance is advised on that one.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good ride, I'm sure. I'm going to try and get some off-ride shots of Sean on here, I think.
Alice is going to do a few off-ride shots. I'll take the GoPro on, and I'll try and merge them together. I've got to put a bit of effort in with the editing then, but...
Beautiful ride, but I don't want to marry it.
No, I mean, look at it. Let's go and have a little ride on there. Let's see how it runs, and I must say, them fluids are looking really good. Right then, off we go. 1001 Nights, or as it's pronounced on the sign, 1001 Nachts, or something like that. I don't know how to say it. Oh, looks like we're gonna get some beautiful views on this. There's your shoot the chute style ride down there. Don't really know much about it, other than it's got one drop and you get soaked. Maybe it's a Hopkins actually. I mean, it looks very similar to that of Tidal Wave at Thorpe Park. Hey! Oh, look at the views, absolutely stunning. Actually, we'll have to go on that Ferris wheel whilst we're around here. Quite a few different flat rides to do, actually. Hey! And of course, do some more re-rides. There's all your free parking. Wow, that is a soaker. That's a tidal wave, that is, isn't it? It's gotta be. The way it hits the water down there and with the wave and everything, it just looks exactly the same. It's a small version of tidal wave. Here we are then on the wonderful Ferris wheel, a nice romantic sunset ride with me and Sean. Alex.
Me and Shamu.
Yeah.
That's what we were thinking.
That was good.
I
wasn't thinking that.
I was what I was waiting for. I was thinking, oh, he's going to have a joke.
That is really good. No, there was no joke coming. I was just going to say,
with those eyes.
Charlotte, I'm missing you very much. And as much as by the time you're all watching this, I've seen Charlotte again. Right now, it's been ages because I did my Europe trip before, and then we've come to do this. I'm really missing Charlotte now. I'm ready to do some more parks.
I'm actually missing someone too. He's like, oh, he's smiling, Sean's smiling. I'm missing someone. The name's not going out there, but I am missing someone. a lot who
1001 knacks.
the lady from 1001 knacks. No, my girlfriend who is now sat at home waiting for me to get back. I mean, she's going to be waiting 5 days, sat still, but I mean, she might go out.
I hope she does.
But you know, it's been really nice to kind of finish this trip like the last few days, and we've had quite a chilled day out actually. I mean, a lot of the parks have been
very chilled day today.
17 coasters at Canada's Wonderland yesterday.
Down to 6.
Yeah, down to 6. We did the first 6 coasters within like 3.5 hours. The park's open for another 3.5 hours, and you know,
do a few flats, do a few re-rides.
I mean, you'll be doing a few flats, and then I'll be joining you for a few re-rides. I'll join you on the Le Flum. And
yeah, we'll do the log flume, yeah.
I think now's a great time for reflection. So have a look at yourself in the mirror.
Oh dear. Hopefully we'll get some good views in a moment when we get up to the top. Look at that. Yeah, it's a shame that the chairlift down there isn't in action. I don't really know if you can come off at the top up there or not, like and walk round, or if it just takes you up there and brings you straight back down. Answers on a postcard. Hopefully I'll get it next time. A few more flats that I'm going to do around this area. Probably won't bother with the pirate ship. Done loads of those out there. Probably do downdraft here next. Oh my god, we've just come off the Ferris wheel and here's the mascot of the park. Hey, how are we doing? You're on YouTube. Oh.
I don't know who's like fluffier actually.
I know, yeah, both big bears. Both big bears. There you go. See you later. Oh, he's dancing. Yeah, best dance moves. There you go. I love it. Oh, he's still going.
That's good.
Bye bye. Oh, come on, I have to see you do that now. Come on.
I can't kick that high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not very good, is he? No.
Not very good. Thank you very much.
Bye. See you later. Right, let's go for another ride on Impulse. It's got a short queue.
Making me dance. I can't dance.
Let's have another go on this coaster. Getting our money's worth now. Right then, off we go, straight into it. Downdraft. Looking forward to seeing what force we get on this. It's actually quite intense so far.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Blimey, that's intense. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Certainly more intense on rides than it looks actually. Wow. You can't beat parks when the sun starts to go down. Look at that sunset over there, over the hills. It's absolutely wonderful. Really, really nice. And still a couple of hours of ride time left here in this park. And that thing was really intense. Really enjoyed it. And up next, I'm going on this strange little flat ride here. To be honest, can't say that I've done one quite like this before, where the seats spin round as well. It's Power Surge. So yeah, we might get on this one. Just about, if not, be on the next cycle. But here we go, yeah, this was really interesting. I've done similar rides, but not where they actually spin round as well. Yeah, they go around this way, so I don't really know what to expect, but let's go and give it a ride, see what it's like. Right then, off we go. Don't really know what to expect with this one, but I do know it's built by Zamperla. So here we go. Let's see how this rides. Beautiful views across the park. Can you spot Alex? That's the question. He's sitting down there somewhere. I can see him, but can you? These guys really wanted to be in the video as well, so give us a wave. Whee! Off we go. Whee! Oh, it's a bit weird. Ah! Way! Oh, it's a very weird sensation. Ah. That GoPro is proper bashing around here on the chest mount. Whee! Good job, it's secure. Ah. Oh! Ah! Whee! That was really weird. I mean, it was quite intense, but I would say the flat ride that I did before, it was more intense in a very bizarre way. With that, it just more put your body in some really awkward positions and spinning you upside down and holding you there for a little bit. And yeah, it was just, you know, not quite what I was expecting there. I must say though, it looks really nice with all the lighting on there, and it's all starting to come alive now. There's lights on pretty much all the rides and around the park. And for me with these amusement parks, they really come alive when the sun goes down, all the lights come on, the atmosphere builds up even more. And yeah, we're gonna head down next, do some more rides down the other end, re-ride the wooden coasters, of course flying turns, really wanna get on that, Phoenix. And yeah, as well as that, go and do the log flume as well. So let's go. Right there, it's time for a nice evening ride on this log flume here. Looks quite good this, doesn't, to be honest. Looks like we're gonna get a little bit wetter than I would have liked to. But here we go. To be honest, the drop there looks okay. It's this effect over here, it's that. Ready? And yeah. But I'm gonna give it a go. Right then, off we go on the log flume. Climbing up that first lift hill here. Oh wow, look at this. Quite a big drop on this one. Look at that. And here we go. Oh god, this is quite steep as well. Blimey. Oh! Oh yes. Not too bad. Little cave round here. Hello? Is anybody there? Anyone? Oh, we got a little drop here, ready? Is it arms up? We may as well. Hey. Really keeps that flow going. Whoa! Done some really good log flumes actually on this trip. Not done anywhere near as many water rides as I nearly would. But you know, try to do the log flumes where I can. I just haven't fancy getting absolutely ridiculously soaked, mainly because the car journeys, we want to get in the car after the park shuts, don't want to be messing about for 20 minutes getting changed.
It's raining man.
Hey!
Hallelujah, it's raining man. And oh, another one.
Another one, arms in the air. Hey! Get ready, we got that big effect coming now, I think. This is where we might get pretty wet. I think it's coming any second.
Geyser.
Is it? Oh, we missed it.
We missed the geyser.
Yeah! The main effect, what gets you soaked, didn't work for us. Is it going to work for that empty boat?
Oh, I bet.
No, it's off. Unless you maybe turn it off on an evening, just so people maybe still ride it. With it being a paper ride park, maybe. Interesting. Some great views over there, Phoenix. Oh yes, I think we should get straight back on that actually. And we should get a night ride on there tonight. Park's open till 10. Didn't know if we were going to need till 10, but I think we are. Just to get them last few re-rides in. Couple more flats. Really feel like I've had my $50 worth though today. And here we go. Finale drop. Whee! Oh my god! Oh!
No.
That was quite a soaker, that was. Blimey. Luckily, I've got my swim shorts on down here, so we're all right. But that, oh my god, that was a soaker. Blimey, I'm glad we didn't get the big geyser effect. And there we go, good log flume though, that. Enjoyed it. I am loving all of the chaser lights at the top here. Look at this. All the way up the lift hill, down the sides. This is what some of the Blackpool wooden coasters need, in my opinion. Chaser lights. Look at that. Old school. It's a nice little topper up here as well. This guy's really excited in front. Whoa! Whoa! Look at him go! Oh my god! That is how much airtime you get on this thing. Watch him go. Look at it. Ready? Watch him. There we go. Whoa! Oh wow! All these chaser lights. Look at that. Here we go. Hey. Wow! That felt even faster than earlier. That was amazing. Wow. These night rides that we're doing here, fantastic to do the Phoenix, and then another ride down, flying turns. A nice front row POV there, not filmed by me, it was actually filmed by Alex, so a bit different. I couldn't actually ride in the front because of that ride. It's got various different weight distributions, so it all depends really on who you're with on the train, or the groups, that sort of thing, as to where you can sit. So I did a back row ride, and Alex was up the front and got that wonderful footage that you just saw there. I'm saying wonderful, I've not watched it back yet, so I don't know, but anyway, I'm going to take him on this ride. I've made a promise, I said that I'll only spin it, well, I won't spin it round once, but I'm going to take him on here, and we'll see what happens. So, I mean,
if anybody requires any filming services at all, you need a very, very sexy cameraman, then get on Google, there's plenty of them available out there. Yeah, I'm looking forward.
Dressed like lifeguards.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, you said you'd come on this. I said I won't spin it much for him.
Much at all?
Well, yeah, at all. Sorry, yes. I keep forgetting that. So, you know, we're just going to rock it gently, and we're not going to go upside down at all. So we sit opposite each other. And have you done something like this before?
If I'm sick, there's only one place it's going.
You're right, I can drive. It's only an hour and 20. But yeah, this was fun. I've done one of these before, and that was at Legendia in Poland. However, it was automatic. You didn't really get to choose what happened, whereas with this one, we're going to take it nice and slow, really tame ride here at the end of the night.
Just use the word fun.
Right, off we go. Like I said, I don't really know how to operate this yet. So we're just sort of... Oh, I think he's trying to give us instructions, but I don't really know. Outwards. Oh, there we go.
Oh no.
That's it.
Oh no.
Oh, I got it.
No, don't do this to me.
There we go.
I don't want this. I don't want to do this.
Oh!
I don't like it. Oh my god.
Just a little bit of gentle swing.
Oh my god. I don't like this. Oh, Sean.
Oh, that's it. There we go. You feel it on edge? We're not. We're only swinging back and forth. We've not been all the way over yet. This is all right. You see, I won't do a flip. I won't be that mean.
You will. Oh my. It's horrible. Oh no. I don't like this.
I don't really know how we get it going.
Oh.
I can't get it going. I genuinely don't know how we get it.
Foot pedal. What does that do?
Nothing.
Push it out.
Nothing. I don't
What does the lever do?
Yeah.
This is the best thing ever. Oh no.
You have a go with the foot pedal. Yeah.
What's the lever do?
Not a lot.
Try it again.
Right, I think I've got it.
Right. Oh no. Oh no, he knows. Do you know what you're doing? Oh my god!
There you go.
Oh my god!
Well, there you go, mate. Oh, maybe I knew exactly what I was doing from the start.
Oh,
but,
I hate you so much.
You want to go faster? Here we go.
This is the last trip we ever do.
Are you all right there?
Oh, God. Oh,
maybe
no, not the other way.
There we go. How was that? Enjoy that?
I'm done with you.
I think I genuinely had him believing then that I didn't know what I was doing as well. That was the funny thing. Yeah. Yeah, that was really good fun. I mean, it was good when I managed to work out how to operate it there. I mean, I was a bit unsure, to be honest. Never done one of them ones before, but I think Alex really enjoyed that. One of his last rides here at Knoebels.
One of my last rides for you.
Yeah. But no, what a day we've had today. We've just been chatting to a lady over there, actually. Didn't catch her name, but she's been a big part of Flying Turns, the whole project, since they thought of building it, really. So we were chatting to her, which was nice. And yeah, there's like 20 minutes left of the day. This might be my last ride. As much as it's a 10 o'clock park close here, I believe that if the queue lines are long for some of the rides, they do tend to shut attractions a little bit earlier. So this could be the last ride, but we're going on this big drop tower. I think it's called, what, Stratosphere. So let's go on here and get a nice aerial view of the park in the dark. Here we go then, back in Las Vegas on the Stratosphere Tower. Here we go. I must say the lighting in this park is absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, I love roller coasters that have got really nice lighting on the lift hills. I really do.
Do we know who made this?
I'm not 100% too sure. Looking at the restraints, possibly Fabry maybe. A little look down there at Flying Turns. Yeah, I'm really not too sure. Actually, no, I think maybe Larson, who do the Larson loops, actually. I think someone did tell me about that, potentially. Can't really see loads on the camera, but look, oh, I'll tell you what, that looks like a good night ride. Look at that.
Here we go.
All that lighting. View over there towards the Ferris wheel. Whee! Oh my God.
That was good.
That is one of the best drop towers I've ever been on. Wow. That was absolutely incredible. One of the best drop towers I've ever been on. The braking was right down at the bottom, and blimey, what I really liked about that, there was no messing about at the top. Like, you didn't even stop. It literally just rolled straight in to that drop. That was amazing. One of the most forceful and awesome drop towers I've ever been on. And that's made up for doing some pretty poor ones on this trip. We've done a couple of good ones, but that was outstanding. I loved that to bits.
I've got a great analogy of that ride for you. Destination at Thorpe Park for speed, Apocalypse at Drayton Manor for force.
Yeah.
Imagine the two of them combined. That's what we just got on that drop ride right there. Whoever made that should be very, very proud of
I'm pretty sure it was Larson.
Fantastic.
Like I say, I think that was awesome. Oh. This park is absolutely stunning. Look at this. And we've just got time for one more ride, hopefully.
15 minutes to go.
On the Phoenix in the dark. You never know, we might get both the wooden coasters in if this is quiet. But here we go. I won't take you on with the GoPro because you won't see absolutely anything because it's pitch black out there. But look at all the lighting out the front. The Phoenix is an absolutely awesome nighttime ride there. Really nice with all them festoon chaser lights around the top. Yes, it does make the track a little bit brighter. However, I really like those. And on these older wooden coasters, I just think they look great. This park at night is absolutely amazing. For me, parks on a night really have an even better atmosphere than in the day. However, with here, the atmosphere throughout the day has been really consistent. Then at night, it's just got even better. I really enjoy Knoebels. I think it's an absolutely beautiful park, filled with some absolutely awesome attractions. And you know what? It's been great to come here today and experience it all for the first time. My favourite ride in this park, as much as I love Phoenix, the big ride that I came for is definitely Flying Turns. I've had 2 rides on it, and sitting there and actually experiencing that ride for the first time has been absolutely incredible. Other highlights to me though, of course, Phoenix I absolutely love. I thought that was great. We did the Haunted Mansion that was incredible earlier on. I really enjoyed that. And just the whole park has got a really nice feel to it. There is a lot of different rides here. There's a big variety of different flat rides. You're right, we did the log flume. 1001 Nights. There is so much in this park. It is jam-packed full of attractions. I'd say there's probably over 50 rides inside this park if you include all the kids rides and all the juvenile stuff. I think there's some fantastic things in this park.
Today's been a really interesting day for another reason that Sean hasn't yet mentioned about this park. Now, if you've been following the videos from the different parks we visited on this trip, you'll have seen that there's been times where rides where we've not really known much about, we've gone on and we've come off and we've kind of gone, it was alright, you know, or it wasn't what we were expected. Today, there has not been one ride in this park, not that I can remember anyway, I'm sure if you'll...
It's under-delivered.
But it's under-delivered.
Yeah.
Things that have come out either exactly as we would expect or absolutely fantastic, which to me is a sign of a great amusement park.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's been wonderful here today. I've just enjoyed seeing it all for the first time. What is your favourite ride here, would you say? What would you take?
I mean, I quite enjoy Phoenix as a coaster. I mean, forget Helix, it was Phoenix
It was
tonight.
Phoenix tonight.
And, you know, I'd probably say Flying Turns for coaster, but in terms of just general surprise, I've got to say the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, the Haunted Mansion was great. Yeah.
I came up and I thought, wow, that is a consistent dark ride. It doesn't rely on high tech equipment. It doesn't rely on actors or performers. Press the dispatch button, set it on its way, and to be honest, one of the greatest ghost trains I've ever done.
It was great. I mean, in this park, like I said earlier on, it shuts down at 10 o'clock. I mean, the Kiva Flying Turns did shut a little bit earlier, so if you are coming here, make sure that you are aware of that. It's absolutely fine, I don't mind them doing that. It's just you want to know, don't you? You know, if you are coming, you don't want to like gear yourself up for 5 to 10, let's wait for the last train sort of thing. Because look at it now, it's like 10:05, all the lights are off and everything. The park is shut down, it's the end of the night.
I don't know where we're going to get out.
No, well, I did think that. Like, I don't want to say anything, but back there, you came like the long way round. There was like, maybe you've done that for the video just so we can see all these rides.
I mean, I know what you and I are like with analogies of good parks. I mean, Shanghai Disney, we were there for like 3 hours analysing, but it has been a great day.
It's been one of the best days of the trip.
It hasn't. We've been here since 2 o'clock. We've done
2
the
till
last 8
10.
hours. There's 4 hours of this park. We haven't even stood here today. And I think, you know, even if we'd have been here for 4 hours, we were thinking, oh, you know, the park's open until late. There's only 6 roller coasters. Are we going to need 12 hours there? You know, we did get to Niagara Falls this morning, which I'm so glad we did. However, 12 hours at this park, if you really want to appreciate it and see the shows and the entertainment, probably isn't enough.
The bits that we haven't seen today, you know, like there's a little boat ride around there, stuff like the Dodgems that are still just going here actually, must be running off a queue. There is some rides that we've not done in this park, and I could have easily come back here for a second day, done more re-rides, any more of the food that it's famous for, and done more shows. But no, it's been absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us here from our first ever visit to Knoebels. It's been great. Tomorrow we're at Hershey Park.
Chocolate time!
So I'm looking forward to that very, very much. Come and check this park out. It's family owned. It's got some great rides and some world-class coasters. Thanks for watching, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you all soon. And which way's Kennywood?